All right, here it is, the highly requested, highly anticipated short analysis of Enhypen J. His sun is certainly in Taurus, and without his birth time, we don't know whether his moon is in Cancer or Leo, but it doesn't matter. They are definitely squaring off. His head and heart are often at odds. There's an outgoing inner conflict between his outward expression and his deepest inner emotions and instincts. His specific need for autonomy and his specific need for emotional security clash. Jay has got probably quite stubborn and inflexible tendencies, but he requires the approval and validation from those around him in order to feel emotionally content. There may always be and may always have been perpetual misunderstandings between he and his parents or parental figures. He probably runs into problems with authority figures more often than would be considered ideal. This placement teaches him not to take everything so personally and how to keep his emotions in check when responding. Reacting based on pure emotion exacerbates the gap between his heart and mind and rapidly drains his emotional energy. He's extremely resilient. His regenerative powers are really something to behold. His Venus, the planet of love, feelings, and aesthetics, is right at home in Taurus, and that's just lovely. The keywords are stability and harmony. Jay should be calm and sensual by nature, with grounded feelings that take root and grow slowly and deeply over time. His Mars, the planet of action, sex, and passion, is in Gemini. The keyword here is versatility. This should mean Jay is very flexible by nature and possibly easily bored. Gemini Mars is known to have many irons in the fire, requiring diversity to keep one's energy up. This combination means that his needs when it comes to romance and the like are quite different. That which satisfies his romantic nature likely doesn't gratify his physical instinct. He probably finds that one romantic partner cannot fulfill all his needs, yet he simultaneously craves the stability that comes from having a monogamous, long-term, intimate relationship. He needs both commitment and loyalty as well as the freedom to do as he pleases. So this here presents a challenge that has to be overcome by finding ways to appease these very different needs of his. He's complemented by someone easily forgiving, someone exciting, independence loving, not at all possessive, who can let him freely act on his various whims and can appreciate both the fun and stability that he brings to the relationship. He's a little eccentric and undoubtedly individualistic, and proudly so. Jay likes to seek out change and excitement, but he's lucky because doing so doesn't really cause drama or chaos in his life, nor does it negatively affect those around him. Actually, the people in his life likely appreciate his eccentricity and constant need for change, as they have an invigorating and exciting effect on them. Plus, Jay is very self-aware, and he accepts himself as he is in all his uniqueness. Those in his life see that and love that about him. He's got a healthy ego, he expresses himself with elegance, and he's also highly intelligent and creative. This aspect denotes a need to stand up for those experiencing social injustice, so he might enjoy using his innate creativity to come up with new, more effective ways to do such. After his days in the K-pop industry are finished, we might find him choosing a career related to technology or in a scientific field. He could have a liking for occult subjects like astrology. Going back to his love nature, here's an aspect that really speaks on it. He's popular and charming with a fantastic imagination. His love life is interesting, to say the least. Relationships can end just as quickly as they start. He's extremely personally independent, and he needs a high degree of excitement just as much as he needs freedom. These would be the primary reasons for him having any commitment issues in romance. He probably doesn't like to adhere to traditional norms when it comes to his intimate partnerships, even if he tries to adhere to relational or societal norms when he first gets into a relationship. If the person is at all boring to him, he really doesn't try to make it work. If he tries to stay and make it work, he would eventually lash out, much to the shock of his partner. He needs someone who can match his flow, who needs personal freedom just as much as he does. The right relationship for him provides all of the thrills, stimulation, and independence that he desires. It allows him to express his uniqueness and challenge the conventional rules of relationship dynamics. And side note, in order to have a healthy, loving relationship with himself, he needs to be able to acknowledge and express his more eccentric, spontaneous nature. Thanks for watching.